Well, good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing? We are here back at the mailbox on Monday Mail with TK. I am so excited to see each and every one of you who are chiming in right now. I am very excited and very committed to us maximizing the middle right here on Monday Mail with TK. Today is going to be extremely exciting. I have some great news that I would love to deliver to you tonight. We are going to have a great conversation, and I just want you to just invite someone to come. I know that there are not a lot of this is not the platform where you can actually share. You have to be invited to this particular group. This is a private group working the dash to the max with TK. But I am so happy and excited that you all have chimed in with me tonight. So thank you so much for being here. If you are out there, tell me where you're coming in from. And as you are coming in, as you are liking and loving and coming in and telling me who you are and where you are from, I am going to throw that up here because I want to invite and share all of you who are joining me tonight at the mailbox. So I'm excited and I want to share a word with you tonight. I want you to be blessed by what I'm going to say. I know that this is a community of business owners, and but we are faith first. We are filled with faith, and it is faith first. So I'm so happy you all are here tonight. And if you go back and watch this again, you will certainly indeed be blessed. So I want to take a moment right now and share something with you. I have a topic here tonight. We are going to talk about returning all of this bad mail to sender. So return to sender, return to sender. I want you to get your friends and your family involved in this conversation. And I want you to talk back to me today inside of this conversation, simply because we want to hang out at the mailbox with the friends in the neighborhood. You know, I always ask, who are the people in your neighborhood? Who are the people in your neighborhood? The conversation, we're going to jump right into return to sender. Now, before I get into that, I just said we're going to jump into it. But before I get into it, I do want to establish the fact that Working the Dash is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that is committed to assisting businesses and ministries. And so I am so excited about that opportunity. We are connected to a tribe that creates a positive vibe. So we're going to continue to grow together, but we're getting ready to jump right into this. Hello, Dr. PK Roberts. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. But the word that I have for you tonight is very simple. It's a topic that says return to sender. Now, when you see this marked on your mail, it usually means that the mail has been delivered to the wrong address. And how many times have we kept someone else's mail in our possession that was placed in our mailbox erroneously? Sometimes we're given mail that is ours. And if we are good neighbors, we will locate the rightful owner of that mail and we will give them what rightfully belongs to them. However, there are many times that we hold on to mail that do not belong to us. Now, what does that do? First and foremost, it bogs us down with something that does not even belong to us, and it also robs the other person of what actually belongs to them. So I'm excited about this, Sister Cherry, Pastor Cherry Shepherd. I'm excited about this simply because I want to talk about the mail that we're getting ready to return. I just want somebody to say, type in that chat, return to sender, return to sender. We are going to, in our lives, understand that when we receive mail, that may not even be in physical form, but maybe in the form of verbal, health, educational, financial, or physical. If it comes to us and it does not belong to us, then we are going to do what? We're going to return it to sender. We are returning the bad mail to the sender. I need to stop and pause here. I was not on last Monday because I had some challenges in my health. And with those challenges that I had in my health, it hindered me from doing some of the things that I would normally do in my regular everyday routine. However, I had to pull myself together and I had to understand that that sickness did not belong to me. Woo! I just wish you would grab a hold to that. If it's mail that does not belong to you, I want you to understand that you do not have to keep that mail. I just told you that there are many times that we receive mail in our mailboxes erroneously, Sanchia. And when we receive that bad mail, we have a tendency, we get a little lazy and we hold on to that mail. We don't go seek out the person who it's addressed to. But what happens is, I'm going to say it again, it clogs up something that we don't have to have. It bogs us down with unnecessary mail because it is a federal offense to open someone else's mail. So we don't even need to know what's going on in that mail. And two, it robs the person that it belongs to of what they're supposed to have. So has anyone ever told anyone out there that they're not qualified? Has anyone out there told you that you're not good enough? You're too fat. You're too skinny. You're too dark. You know, that was a problem that I faced as I matriculated through life. You're too dark. And then somebody might be too light. Y'all know light skin used to be in, but chocolate chips, they're sweet. They drop real good. So I'm gonna let y'all know that there's some goodness in all this chocolate. But I was told at one point in my life that I was too dark. And so therefore, if they're saying you're too of something, they already created the idea that you did not belong in that vicinity, Waynell. And so tonight, I want to tell you that negative mail is insufficient. It has insufficient content. And if it's spoken into and over your life, then you need to return that negative mail to the sender before it becomes cemented and a part of your life, right? So what we're doing tonight, we are returning to the sender. This mail does not belong to us. We are returning it to the sender. And so listen, here's something that's good about this. The reason why we are recipients of bad mail that's labeled wrong is because we've accepted the label and we fail to return that mail to the sender. If the enemy has sent it, send it back. You don't have to accept everything that someone gives you. When people bring you conversation that's negative, return to sender. Stop collecting the garbage and people will stop putting the trash in and on you. If they realize that you're a garbage can and you become that, then guess what? The only thing that they're going to give you is trash. So listen, I want to tell you, gather all of this mail that's bad mail, that's been labeled wrong. I want you to gather all of that mail and I want you to understand that it has an erroneous address and I want you to return it to the sender. Okay, it's just that simple. You can reject what is not profitable or healthy for your life because you have a mindset that is above that which is mediocre. When you change your address, your physical address, when you change your physical address, you also must change it at the post office, right? Otherwise, all of your mail, it just would not even make sense. It's not even wisdom to not change it at the post office. The postal service has to know that you're no longer at that address. It's the same thing with our mindset. Once you move in your mind, I wish I could just tell you all how I feel it. Once you move in your mind, your mail or the things that come to you will automatically be rerouted if the address has changed. Once your mindset shifts and it grows, once you get to a growth mindset, your address automatically changes. That means mail is going to be rerouted. It's either going to go back to the sender or it is going to come to the rightful owner. So tonight, listen, validate your rightful address. Make sure that it shows up on Google Maps the right way. Make sure that people understand that you're not bougie. You just better. You just made a choice that you're going to be better. No more junk mail. Can somebody just type that over just throw it in the chat. No more junk mail. Y'all know with junk mail. right? Y'all get all these advertisements and these catalogs and all of these different postcards of people selling different things. You don't really take the time to look at that. You just make the decision at that moment that it's junk mail. And most of you are like me. We actually stand at the post office, post box. We stand at that mailbox and we decide what's junk mail before we even come back in the house. Now, I know I just said something there. We already have determined before we even bring it in our home what's already going to be put in the trash and labeled as junk mail. So listen, no more junk mail. Our health, our finances, our spirit, our worth, our value, our mental wellness does not have the capacity to house mail that does not belong to us. There are so many of us. We worry ourselves with the wrong mail. Why are we spending time with junk mail while being supported in pursuits and validated in our efforts? The truth of the matter is people will just act like they don't see you. They'll tell you, girl, I'm not even on social media like that. But you see them on social media. They just don't like your stuff. They just don't support who you are and what you have going on. And you know what you do? You take that junk mail and you start to put it into your heart, and you take that one individual and you trap yourself in the box to please someone who is only interested in watching you but not supporting you, and when there's a host of other people out here who need what you have. You consume yourself with junk mail. You focus on the one who's not supporting when you have a host of people who needs the value that you can add to them. So I want to tell you, stop waiting on people to give you the kudos and the green light. What you have to offer is valid. I know you're waiting on people to like you, like your post, engage in your conversation. Listen, when I came on tonight, there were 0 participants on here. Do you think that I'm going to concern myself with numbers when I still have a message? Oh, that was good right there. Stop concerning yourself with numbers when you have a message. Just get the message out. Just obey and do what you're supposed to do, and understand that you're going to experience that type of rejection. But when you experience rejection, I'm going to tell you right now, this is faith first. I know we have a mixed community here, but I feel it in the Holy Ghost. When you experience rejection, you're actually experiencing an opportunity to be repositioned. Let me tell you what someone's no is. That NO simply stands for next opportunity. I gave y'all all of that for free. You can have it all for free. You can repost it and don't even have to give me credit. Next opportunity. Stop looking at the one. That's junk mail. Okay. I need to tell you that. That's junk mail. I really want to let you in on that. NO for some who catches next opportunity. So stop being so focused and consumed with junk mail, and let's get to the mail that actually matters. Who wants mail that matters? I know I want mail that matters. Stop waiting on the validation of others, and stop being guilty of being, of putting junk mail where it belongs. I don't keep junk mail. I don't have a junk drawer of mail. I throw junk mail in the garbage. And for you who are like me and love the environment, I recycle it. But I discard it, is what I'm saying. I discard it. Okay. It is discarded. I don't hold on to it. Okay. So listen, ask God to purify your motives, to purify your thoughts, to cleanse your agenda. Stop being attached to one person or people just to uplift your agenda. That's junk mail. And you ask God to purify all of that connection and ask him for an address change. Don't you know, you all, that people are depending on you? People are depending on where you stand. Okay? So listen, we need to send mail with value. Let me tell you something. It cost a different price. And for those of you who are out here, it cost a different price, Vincent, to send mail priority Elena, than it does first class. Now, first class sounds like it would be a little bit more expensive. It's slower. So stop listening for the name. I'm telling y'all this. I just feel so, I just dropped a nugget there. Stop looking at the outward appearance and the title and the name of someone, thinking that that attachment and that, that connection is going to catapult you to where you want to go. Ask God to purify your agenda. Because if I listen to priority versus first class, most of us would accept first class because it sounds like it's the better choice. But if you understand anything about the United States Postal Service, you understand that first class can take almost a month to get to where you are right now, especially in what we're dealing with right now. Priority sounds a little boring. Express just sounds like it's going to get there faster. However, priority and express, they come with a different cost. You know why? Because there's value associated with it. So while it may look good, while it may glitter, while it may sound good, first class sounds good. Priority does not sound as great as first class. However, understand that something may be happening in coach that's not necessarily happening in first class. And so I want you to understand it's not going to do you any good to continue attaching yourself to junk mail, thinking that it's bringing you to another level. I want you to be clear that mail, depending on the price you pay for it, gets there faster. Some mail has a guarantee, so it has a higher value. Listen, as I bring this to a close for the Monday Mail service that I feel like I've had service all by myself with all of you out here. I just feel it in my spirit. I feel this in my spirit. Yes, rejection turns into a blessing. I need you to understand that it's here, Laura Parker. I'm telling you right now, you all, I feel it, and I wish I can embrace you all and get you to really, I really wish I could say it like I really felt it. But listen, as I bring this to a close, it does not hurt me to help you. So any mail that I send, I want the package to arrive with the right motive, to the right person, with the right contents and the right value. I've been so inspired by a wonderful orator who comes on every Sunday morning. Her platform is called Conversations at 7 a.m. and her name is Misha Maynard. She's known in both the church as well as the corporate health community. And I am just so inspired by how she eloquently speaks to rising from the ashes. She's been on a topic this entire month about rising from the ashes. I want to connect that to letting go of the junk mail and returning what does not belong to us back to the sender. It is time, you all, for us to rise from the ashes. I know that you've been burned. I know that things have been said about you that it's been hard for you to recover from. But tonight, I must thank Misha Maynard for stirring me up. She's a silent motivator. She stirred me up enough to share with you at this time that it is time for us to return the junk mail. Get up. Wipe that soot off. Get those tears out of your eyes. Understand that who God has created you to be does not mean that you are to accept everything that is presented to you. Your health, your physical body, your finances, your well-being, all of that is supposed to be in divine alignment with the word of God. So understand, when these things come upon us, they're not our mail. And we have the authority. Oh, I wish you knew the authority you had. We have kingdom authority to return the bad mail back to the sender. So listen, stop being the garbage can. Stop being the recycle bin. That's a whole nother topic. There's a difference between a garbage can and a recycle bin. There's trash and then recycled material. Let's stop recycling these bad habits and let's stop being the garbage can and let us return the mail that does not belong to us back to the sender. Hold your head up, throw away the junk mail, put aside negativity, and live. Live. I want you to live. I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. Well, my friends, this Monday Mail has been brought to you again by your girl TK, and I am wishing each and every one of you a very wonderful evening and a week full of favor and happy mail. Only take the mail that belongs to you. Only take the mail that has been addressed to you. But if it is junk mail, make sure you trash it or return to sender. Be the stream in the middle of the rock and keep flowing. Until we meet again, my glorious friends at the neighborhood mailbox, I wish you well. Be happy. Be well. You know, Walgreens said it the best. We are at the corner of happy and healthy. God bless you and have an amazingly wonderful evening.